All right, welcome to the Bnq show. We are here to talk about sports and only sports. Let's kick it off with a recap.
Yeah, word. Well, for first-time listeners, I'm Johnny Bnq Jividin. This is my co-host, Nick Goof Goff. Yeah, let's recap some of the fights we went over last weekend. John Jones versus Thiago Santos. Amanda Nunes versus Holly Holm. We got both the predictions right as far as the winners. John Jones beat Thiago, and Nunes beat Holm. Jones' fight is a lot closer than most people expected. Turned out to be a split decision win for Jones, but Nunes, of course, dominated Holly Holm, winning by TKO first round. Also on that card, which we forgot to mention last week, Ben Askren versus Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal, of course, winning a devastating knockout, 3 seconds, fastest knockout in UFC history.
Plus, Ben Askren hasn't lost a fight either in the UFC yet.
Well, until last weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. Also, we gave predictions last weekend for the Manny Pacquiao-Keith Thurman fight, which we were incorrect. Is actually next weekend, not last weekend. So there's that. Should we get straight to the biggest news of the week? NBA free agency / trades.
Yeah, let's start there. You want to start off with the CP3 or the Kawhi story first?
I think Kawhi. I think that's definitely the biggest one. Last week we mentioned that we thought Kawhi would go to Los Angeles. We said we thought it might be the Lakers, but obviously no one's surprised about the Clippers. Him going there. What is a little surprising, Paul George also coming with him on a trade from Oklahoma City. Immediate thoughts, that team's title contender, no doubt.
Without a question.
And I think, from my point of view, maybe the best defensive team in the NBA. Well, yeah, I think it definitely is, personally.
I mean, both of them are 2 all-star defenders, so it's definitely going to be tough for...
I think that's the 1 and 2, depending on who you have, the best perimeter defenders in the NBA right now, Paul George and Kawhi. So that's going to be tough. Plus, they got Patrick Beverly, too. Can't forget about that.
Can't forget about Pat Beverly defending Kevin Durant in the NBA playoffs last year either. That was major.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lou Williams coming off the bench.
Yeah, 6th man of the year.
Yep.
Perpetual 6th man of the year.
Can't forget about him.
You know what I always wondered about Lou Williams? He's so good, then how come they never start? How come he never starts for them?
He's getting up there in age.
Yeah, I know.
Because, he was
I guess some guys are just better off the bench.
He was mentored from Allen Iverson, so he's been in the league for...
Well, yeah, I know that.
A long time. That's why I feel... Plus, I feel that you add an all-star to your bench, you're going to get some good scoring off your bench, and that's really what you need.
Yeah, it's important to have good
playoffs.
Depth. Yeah, that's definitely a good point.
Because look at Kawhi and the Raptors. It was the bench, the other players. You know what I mean? Pascal Siakam, Van Fleet.
Yeah, Van Fleet definitely played a part. Yeah. So yeah, that's the immediate. And what I was planning on talking about for this episode was how Paul George leaving meant that Russell Westbrook wanted to be traded, and I was going to discuss possible places he could be traded to. But of course, he was recently traded to Houston for CP3 and a bunch of first-round picks.
Before we go there, I would just like to say this. I would have loved to seen Russell Westbrook in a 76ers jersey for a trade.
I was gonna say the best trade would have been him to the Pistons.
Pistons?
Yeah. Could you imagine that big three in the East? Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, or imagine Westbrook, Al Horford, Tobias Harris, and Embiid.
Yeah, it's nasty too, but they probably would have had to get rid of one of those guys to get him.
We would have, if they would have done something like the Rockets, they would have swapped Simmons and gave him draft picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that would have been nasty too. I think it was maybe a little bit more far-fetched as far as...
Yeah, plus they just signed him to a massive contract.
Yeah, so... Yeah, it would have been good, but my bet was going to be on the Pistons. But obviously none of this really matters now because he's going to the Rockets, so... So let's say, where does that leave Houston and OKC respectively, do you think? Playoff, as far as playoff potential.
OKC, I mean, they have CP3 and Steve Adams.
Yeah, they definitely still have some solid players, but I
still think they're in rebuilding mode.
Yeah, I think that they might be out of playoff contention as far as next year's. You gotta think that they drop out.
Oh yeah, easily.
With just how stacked
the West
is going to be. Yeah.
Because the West gained a lot of stars this year and lost Kevin Durant, so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, gained a lot of stars and they were already stacked to begin with, so.
Exactly. Who do you think is going to win the Battle of LA?
I don't know. My gut's telling me, as of right now, I'm thinking the Clippers, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think Clippers, Lakers, are the 1 and 2 seed, but I'm not sure which.
I mean, that's how Vegas says it.
Yeah,
Vegas has the Clippers winning it, the Lakers at second, the Bucks at third, the Rockets at 4, and the 76ers at 5.
They have Rockets at 4.
Yeah. So I think the Rockets can do good because I think this combination between Russell Westbrook and James Harden is going to be special because they're reuniting since OKC days.
Yeah, that's true. To be honest, I never thought I'd see Russell Westbrook in a jersey other than OKC.
I never thought he was leaving there either.
Yeah, but I mean, I could definitely see his point of view on it. I mean, he's been loyal to that team forever. You know, he deserves to put himself in the best position he can. So, yeah, I definitely think that team's going to be nasty. I'm just not sure if they can make it past some of the big teams that are going to be in the West. I think it's going to take them. I think it might take them a little bit to get it together.
I mean, they have to obviously stop playing that isolation ball.
Yeah. I think that might be a deal with the Lakers, too. Because historically, LeBron James super teams have taken a little bit to get going. You saw it in Cleveland. Well, of course, the second time in Cleveland, not his first time. And in Miami, too. They had slow starts. So, I think Houston might have a slow start, too. That might hurt them in the seeding.
Yeah, because Denver's obviously coming back strong.
Yeah, they're definitely a team to look out. I think they have a potential to be a top 4 seed. Again, I mean, they're the 2 seed last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have potential. Probably not 2 seed, I think. I could definitely see them getting the 4 seed.
You never know, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, he's I think, probably one of the most underrated players in the NBA right now.
Easily.
Because, I mean, he's one of the best players, and a lot of people don't really focus on him just because there's so many other great players doing big things in the NBA, so that's probably why. I think the Jazz are looking to be a good team, too. I could see the Jazz getting a top top 3 or 4 seed too.
I mean, they made it to the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I mean,
And they lost to the Rockets.
Yeah,
They're definitely still a playoff contention team. I just don't think they're going to be able to make it to the the Western Finals.
Yeah, I don't think they'll make it to the finals either, but I think they should definitely be in the conversation. There's so many different teams in the West that can make the playoffs. There's definitely going to be at least 1 or 2 teams that are really good in the West that won't make the playoffs. Like, I think New Orleans could be pretty good, but they might not make it. They might not sneak in. I think there's a chance that maybe San Antonio doesn't even make the playoffs. I mean, you gotta think.
There is a possibility, but they have a lot of depth on their lineup.
Yeah, they do. I don't think they have the firepower to get.
No, they don't have the firepower easily. They don't. But they have the depth to make it there, at least.
You gotta think about who's. I don't like to say locks because you never really know.
I could see San Antonio making an 8 seed.
But yeah, that's what I was saying. Because you gotta think both LA teams, definitely. Utah, Denver, Golden State, Portland, Houston. That's 7 already.
I don't know. Golden State might not be there next year.
I mean, just I gotta think that they at least. I'm thinking Golden State would probably be about a 5 seed. Or maybe lower, depending on how Portland does.
I don't think Portland should be there.
Well, I have Portland at 5 or 6.
I didn't think Portland should have even made the playoffs, but I was wrong about that.
Yeah, they're a 3 seed, man.
Yeah, I thought they would have been a lot worse since Nurkic went down with that gruesome injury.
Yeah, but I mean, they're getting them back next year. They're adding Hassan Whiteside, Kent Bazemore coming off the bench. Of course, re-signing Damian Lillard is big for them. I think they're going to be a really tough team, but I think there's going to be just so many tough teams ahead of them that it's going to be tough for them to make. First of all, make it even out of the first round.
Who wins the Battle of New York?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because it's just Kyrie Irving.
What do you mean just Kyrie?
There's no Kevin Durant.
It's DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
So it's not just Kyrie.
I mean... Okay.
Are you trying to disrespect my boy DeAndre Jordan? That's what you're trying to do?
He's an okay player.
Okay.
He's not a max player.
Anyway. Alright, obviously the Nets over the Knicks.
I don't know.
What?
Marcus Morris to the Knicks.
Are you trying to bust my balls right now or something?
I got the Knicks. Got the Knicks. Got the Knicks.
What?
Won't be surprised. I say we at least win one game.
Is this some sort of prank? What's the matter with you? Give me one reason why you take the Knicks over the Nets. And what does that even mean? You have the Knicks being a higher seed in the playoffs?
No, Knicks aren't making the playoffs. I'm saying in the battle series.
Oh.
The season series.
Well, still no. I don't see that happening. No way.
Never know. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do never know, but I'd say it's highly unlikely. Yeah.
All right, then we're moving on.
Yeah, let's definitely distance ourselves from whatever that was.
All right, we're moving on to baseball, where Pete Alonso wins the home run derby. The last Met to do that was Strawberry back in the 80s. He beat
my boy Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, he beat Vladimir Guerrero 23 home runs to 22 home runs.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, Junior. Thanks, bud. The AL beats the NL in the All-Star game 4-3, the 7th straight year. And Shane Bieber wins the MVP, strikes out whole 5th inning. Really, really something special watching baseball this weekend. Moving on!
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Moving on to women's national team, soccer. They beat the Netherlands in the finals to win the Women's World Cup. And that gave them best team honors at the ESPYs. They were voted best team. What's 4?
4th straight year.
Oh, yeah, fourth straight Women's World Cup.
Yep.
That they won. So that is pretty impressive. They won best team at the ESPYs. I think Alex Morgan won best female athlete. Just shows how dominant that team was. Basically it was just 4 players from the team that was the finalist for best female athlete. So yeah, dominant team, great win for the USA. Women's golf. How did the men do a Gold Cup?
We lost to the rival Mexico 1-0, and they scored in the last 15 minutes. This is not surprising. We were heavily underdogs in this match. So
I thought it was a little surprising in the sense that I didn't even think they'd make the finals, to be honest.
I mean, our men's team is not as...
They're not as good as the women's team.
They're not as good
as a lot of teams.
That's fair to say.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit too hard on them, but anyway.
We're rebuilding our world team, basically. And, I mean, we made it to the finals of the Gold Cup, so it's not like we did bad last weekend.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I guess they did better than I thought, so that's definitely something to look forward to, I guess. All right, so that brings me to another subject that I want to discuss with you, Goff. All right, so we were talking about Women's World Cup third place match. Sweden beats England. Why do I bring that up? To bring this up. What about if they had third place matches in like the 4 like American sports, like professional sports leagues, like NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, whatever. Well, probably not NHL because most people don't watch that anyway.
Whoa. Don't go there. Everyone loves some hockey, especially we got a lot of Canadians living over here in the United States.
I don't know how accurate that is. I don't conduct the census.
What do you mean? You didn't watch the NBA finals?
Yeah, that team's from Canada, man.
I said Canadians.
All the Canadians in the arena were from Canada. They're in Canada.
All right. Moving on. Where are you going with this?
I said, what if they had third place matches in NBA, NFL, whatever? What do you think about that?
What I think about that? I think it'd be good for the sport. Gives the sport more money.
Do I think it'll ever happen? No. Do I think it's an interesting concept? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, what if there was a series between Portland and Milwaukee last year?
I mean, that'd
be a good series.
No, it wouldn't.
What do you mean it wouldn't be a good series?
It wouldn't be a good series. It'd be the same thing that just happened to him in the last round.
What are you talking, man?
Swept.
Swept? Who would sweep who?
Milwaukee would sweep them.
They sweep Portland?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Without a doubt.
Well, I guess we'll never find out.
I guess we never will.
Because there wasn't a third place series, man.
But the Saints versus
Chiefs?
Chiefs. That'd be one hell of a matchup.
Yeah, man. A lot of people would like to see. They thought that maybe that should have been the Super Bowl, because of the controversial endings in both games. So it would have been nice to see him in a third place game.
It would have been. Those are the exceptions right there.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't want to see two bad teams fighting it off for third place.
Well,
Well,
why would there be a bad team make it to a conference finals?
I'm sorry, Portland. I'm just discrediting Portland for being in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're saying they're a bad team.
All I'm saying is that they shouldn't have beat Denver, but it would have been one hell of a matchup if Milwaukee versus Denver.
In the finals?
Yeah, or third place.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. But yeah, and also I think it gives a little bit. I think that like NBA, NFL, if you don't win a championship, it's almost like your whole season was pointless. That's kind of. I mean, I kind of understand that in a way, but also it's like maybe there's a third place match, throw a little bone out. Some of those teams that didn't make the finals or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I guess when you say it like that, it sounds a little bit like a participation trophy or something.
A little bit. It's kind of like the best of the worst. Like, imagine if we had that. All the teams that didn't have...
Goff, we're not taking the worst teams.
No, all I'm saying is imagine we did this. We had 2 different playoffs.
2 different... All right. Where are you going with this, Goff?
The best of the worst and the best of the best. And then they play each other.
What does that mean? What does that
mean? So the top half...
Like the people that go to the play... Like the teams
yes,
that go
the
to
people who go to the playoffs, the top half of the bracket, top half of the, say, NFL. So those top 8 teams, 16 teams, play in the Super Bowl. And the lower 16 teams play in the douche bowl.
All right, Goff. You lost me immediately. Immediately, you lost me, Goff.
Maybe we get to that another day.
Yeah, maybe we'll take another look at that another time. Yeah. So basically, every single team would make the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah, every team would make the playoffs. But
game was too much of a participation trophy.
I mean, I see where you're coming from, but it's like the best.
So you're telling me the finals would be the best team that didn't make the playoffs versus the best team that did make the playoffs?
No, they're still battling it out. Like, they would have their own individual tournaments, and then the champions of both would come see each other.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Goff. I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but that sounds insane.
Yeah, obviously it would never happen.
That sounds crazy.
I was just throwing a curveball.
I like it a whole lot. And I think we should write to the NFL and have see what we can do about it.
I think Jerry Jones would laugh in my face.
No, he'd probably do it.
Yeah, because his Cowboys never make the fuck Super Bowl.
Yeah, they win the, what do you call it, douche bowl?
Douche bowl.
Dallas Cowboys, 10-time douche bowl champs. I can see it now.
See, it would bring championships to Buffalo, Miami, Jaguars. Even though it's the douche bowl.
They don't want those championships. That's like winning a Shaqtin' a Fool MVP.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same. Well, congratulations, you won this thing you don't want to win.
I mean, they're playing in the tournament to win it, so.
Anyway. Moving on to a new segment that we like to call Battle Ballers. In this segment, we take 2 athletes from different professional leagues and we say who would win a fight. This week, we've got Ben Roethlisberger versus Kemba Walker.
Oh, this is an easy fight.
I just took 2 guys off the top of my head.
2 guys off the top of your head. I go Big Ben. No way. Easily Big Ben. Big Ben. He's got like a 6-inch height advantage on Kemba.
6-inch height advantage. How tall is Big Ben? He's like 6'4", right?
No, he's taller than that.
I think he's 6'4". Anyway, yeah, you might. Well, I don't know. He's a little. He's been. He's got a lot of injuries. A little banged up.
All right, I got another one to throw at you. Kawhi versus.
We're just gonna go Big Ben without even hearing my.
Oh yeah, go ahead. No, it's all right.
That's cool. Let's move on. What do you got, Goff?
I got LeBron versus Kawhi
That's interesting.
in a boxing fight.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
I guess we never specified what kind of fight, but yeah. Okay. I mean, they're obviously two incredible athletes. Kawhi's a little younger. Maybe he's got a little bit more durability to him. I don't know. I mean, Kawhi is a good defender, gets a lot of steals, he's got good hands. Maybe he's got good hands.
Got them fast hands.
Yeah, maybe he's got some fast hands on him. I'll take LeBron just 'cause I think he'd be a little stronger, maybe a little more crafty.
A little more crafty. Talking
Maybe
from the
get,
craftiest man in the game right now is Kawhi. Fooling everybody.
Yeah, maybe.
Want to sneak up and sucker punch him. Never know.
Sneak. You can't sneak up on a boxing ring.
Yeah, you can. You duck that hook.
Okay.
You duck that hook. Come up with that uppercut. Oh, snipe.
I mean, I
Done.
Sneak, I think, man, like sneak up on
Done.
him or something.
Nah. Sneak up in that boxing fight. Kawhi be doing Muhammad Ali, taking all the punches. Next thing you know, ducks one, throws a haymaker. Over.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Can't lie. All right, I got another one. This one's good. All right, Cam Newton versus Baker Mayfield.
Cam. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. You saw Baker Mayfield get tackled by a cop?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Ain't no way he's beating Cam in a fight.
that was before he got drafted number 1 overall.
Yeah.
You're telling me they didn't scout that tape?
I'm still saying Cam with a bad shoulder is able to beat him in a fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think. What do you got your money on? You think Cam Newton could take any quarterback in the NFL?
You could definitely take Tom Brady. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what other NFL quarterback is an athletic freak like Cam? Cam's like 6'5", 250.
That rookie from Baltimore.
You talking about LeVar Jackson?
Yeah.
But he's like tiny though.
Yeah, but he's crafty.
Yeah, I guess.
That's I mean, there's Deshaun
Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're not as big as him though. I mean, I guess it's not all there is to a fight.
I'd like to see Derek Carr versus Ben Roethlisberger in a fight. That'd be great. Or you know what? Ben Roethlisberger versus AB.
AB. AB's seeming a little crazy lately.
I don't know. I might have to give it to AB.
He might pull something illegal.
Yeah.
He might try to bite him or something. This dude's got a blonde mustache. I wouldn't put anything past him.
Speaking of blonde hair, Odell Beckham changed his hair back to black.
Was that a fact?
Yeah, for all those Browns fans listening.
Yeah. How do you think that will affect his performance?
Oh, it will do absolutely nothing.
You never know. Maybe it's like LeBron James taking off the headband.
Well, you can see his real hairline?
No, man. Remember when he took off the headband and he got like crazy stats the next game or something like that?
Did he?
I think so, if I remember correctly. It was a while back. He hasn't worn a headband in a while. Oh, that reminds me. You hear about AD's not wearing number 23, he's wearing number 3.
Because of Nike sells the whole Nike sales thing, right?
I don't know.
Because
I didn't hear about that.
the LeBron number is too much in rotation or something like that. Something to do with Nike.
Because he had number 23 last year, the Lakers jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, he was the highest selling jersey last year, so.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Good old Bron.
LeBron James. Oh, we didn't even mention, bring it back to basketball. Since the Lakers missed out on Kawhi, they signed like a whole bunch of guys, including Danny Green.
Yes, which I was wrong about. Yes, I was.
Well, don't say you were wrong about it, because remember we did say that him and Kawhi would go to the same place. They did.
I mean, they did go to the same place.
Teams.
That is
and we're
true.
the same place, just different teams.
That is very true. But that's like saying about football, like New York Jets, like in the Giants. You rather go to the Giants than the Jets. Well, actually, you probably want to go to the Jets now, but
yeah, I'd say they're probably gonna be a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they also got former top 10 NBA player DeMarcus Cousins. I think that's big for them. I think if DeMarcus is healthy next year, I mean, a healthy DeMarcus Cousins is a top 10 player, no doubt.
Main part is he has to be healthy. That's the main part.
Yeah, I don't think we ever saw him 100% healthy with Golden State. No. And I think that a lot of people kind of overlook the DeMarcus Cousins sign just because he didn't perform well last year. But I think if you don't think...
I think he did good in the playoffs, though.
Huh?
He did a good job in the playoffs.
Yeah, a little bit he got to play, he did pretty good. I think if he's healthy, that's going to be big for them.
I say Christmas Day or Christmas night, the matchup should be the Battle of LA with the Clippers versus the Lakers.
Oh, no.
Without a question.
I'm sure it probably will be. I mean, NBA Christmas Day games, they always put up the best matchups.
Yeah, like last year it was the Lakers and the Warriors.
Yeah, I've never seen a disappointing.
And the Lakers won.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you gotta remember that early in the year, the Lakers last season were right there in playoff contention until LeBron James got hurt. So,
I mean, you have LeBron James on your team, there's a good chance you're making the playoffs. A very, very good chance. And the slight chance that happened last year is not going to happen next year, especially because AD's on the team.
Yeah, that definitely. And they got a whole lot of good depth, which is good. Because I thought that after they missed out on Kawhi, they had an extra max slot. I thought that they might sign someone else with that max to a max contract. And after Kawhi, there really wasn't anyone worth it.
They signed a bunch of little pieces, which made it good.
Yeah, that definitely added to their depth.
Signed a bunch of shooters, which they needed.
Yeah, it definitely made their lineup more solid all the way around. Not to say that they're better off not getting Kawhi, because obviously they're not. But they definitely did good with what they had. So they look good on that end. Alrighty.
All right. That's the show, folks.
Alright, that's all we got this week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening last week, if you watched and listened last week. We'll have this episode up on the YouTube page by tonight or tomorrow. So that's our plan for if you watch on YouTube. Give it a like and subscribe. Follow our SoundCloud. And thanks for listening. You got anything, Golf?
Thanks for listening. Signing off. We're going to play some funky beats to get out of here.